This is an emergency broadcast. Reddit is freaking out over the Surefire Rc3. Does it flash? That's what we're gonna answer tonight. So we are filming this video, we're gonna chop it up, and it's gonna be a one take all the way through, and that's, well, not one take, there's gonna be multiple shots, but we're only gonna do the test once, and that's it. So let's talk about what's on the table here. First of all, we have three different muzzle devices that we're gonna be testing. We have the 4-prong flash hider, we have the closed tine flash hider, and we have a closed tine war comp. This is rock set on, so this 16-inch BCM is just gonna live as is, but the main test is gonna be on this 11.5-inch Psionics duty rifle that has a mid-length gas system, and we're gonna hot swap the muzzle devices out in the desert tonight. So we have the same host on the same gas system with two different muzzle devices. So of course we have the RC3, that's why we're all here, the new hotness. I've shot it quite a bit now, and I do really enjoy the user experience. I have yet to put a lot of time on it at night. I did a little bit at PCSL, we tried it on the cell phone, it didn't come out right, so we've got the FX3 behind me. And then we've got this Surefire Mini 5.56 just as a comparison. I think this is gonna give the worst odds to make a flash, which is why we're gonna use it. It's nice and tiny. And let's talk about the ammo that we're gonna use. We have two different types of ammo. We have M193, some PPU, standard stuff, that's typically what I'm using. And then we've got the fancy boys, the Black Hills 77 grain OTM Mark II 62 clone. This is marked on these two different magazines. The cheetah print is going to be the M193 for you saucy civilians out there, and the Mark II 62 is going to be in the multicam for all you LARPer boys. Anyways, we're going to pack all this up. The next clip is going to be dark in the desert, and we're going to test each ammo, each muzzle device, and each can on the 11.5, and then both types of ammo and both cans on the 16-inch, and we're just gonna get into it. It's gonna be labeled on the screen. There's gonna be no outro to this video, but first things first, if you leave the funniest comment that makes me laugh, I'll send you a free t-shirt for the channel. And if you wanna support, grab a belt. It supports these last minute videos that we decided to film in just a couple hours, so okay, goodbye. All right, so first things first, we have the Psionics 11.5, the 4-prong open tined flash hider with the RC3, and we're gonna shoot M193. One thing to note, we're not gonna be able to properly purge the can, but what I'm gonna try to do is shoot the other can to give it time to cool down and maybe clear some of the air out of it. But given what we're doing tonight, it's not gonna be a perfect test because the can is going to be heated up, and there's gonna be some air that's living in that can that we're not gonna be able to purge. So let's grab some ammo. Let's take the first shots with this first setup. All right guys, now we're gonna do Mark II 62 with the 4-prong RC3 on the 11.5. All right, now we have the Mini 5.56 installed on the 4-prong, and we're going to shoot M193. Wow. That is bright. We're going to do Mark II 62 on the Mini 5.56 now. Closed tine flash hider. This is what everybody's a big fuss about, so let's check it out. First up is the M193 on the 11.5 mid-length closed tine RC3. Wow!
Dude, that was a flamethrower.
That's crazy.
That was like a 6-foot flame, bro.
That is crazy.
It went out of frame.
Holy shit. Okay, myth busted. Mark II 62. We've got the Mini 5.56 on now. We've got the closed tine. It should be purged. We might see a large flame, we might not. I really don't know. Mini 5.56, 11.5. Definitely bright, but nowhere near what happened with the RC3. We've got some Mark 262 we're gonna try now. We've got the Constantine war comp on a 16-inch gun now. I've been just blowing air through the can to try to purge as best I can, just kind of like this. Whether that's working or not, I don't know, but we don't have a compressor out here with us. Got 16-inch BCM RC3 M193. Looks good. 16-inch gun RC3 Mark 262. Really good. All right, we've got the Mini 5.56 on a 16-inch. This is M193. Ooh. This can is smoking hot. Honestly, I just like shooting fast and I can't help myself sometimes. I noticed that the flash was definitely brighter. I don't know how long it was. Oh wow, we had a dead hammer. Interesting. Okay, this is Mark 262. All right, close time on the 11.5. There was a huge flame. We are now gonna film it in slow motion. We've let the can sit for a little while, hopefully getting some oxygen back in that can and try to replicate it. So we're gonna swap out guns, put the RC3 on the 11.5, and we're gonna see what happens.